All right, and we're riding. So, just a little heads up for today. I'm going to be cutting some sections out as far as filming goes. Number one, to save you from boredom, because there's some big climbs and flats. Number two, to conserve a little battery life. And just in the interest of keeping this review at a reasonable length. Adjust my fender. There we go. That should do it. So, if you're watching this and you see some disparities in the filming, and it looks like I just kind of jumped from one section to another, that's why. Normally I would speed the climbs up for you. In this case, I don't feel like I need to, because morning I'll be going down everything that I went up, so you'll still get a look at it. And number two, with these climbs, there's not a whole bunch of turnoffs like there are with a lot of the other climbs that I do. So this one, once you start the climb, that's what you're doing until you turn around. I'm going to bring you this section just so you can see it. This is a good little warm-up. You do have to ride on the sidewalk for a few minutes, but then it does jump right into the fun. So as I said earlier, one of the cool things about Lake Hodges is you can kind of choose your own adventure. There's so many different lines you can take on each trail, and there's so many different sections you can kind of link together, and you can turn this into whatever kind of ride you want to. If you want to get a relatively flat 10-mile ride, that's very doable. If you want to get fenders off today, if you want to put in 20 to 25 miles and do some serious climbing, that's very doable. And you can easily do anything in between. So that's one of the things that I really like about Lake Hodges. Also, it's pretty beautiful out here, which is never a bad thing. So I'm going right along the 15 freeway right now. I'm sure you can hear some of the traffic noise up there. That'll be going away soon. It won't be like that the entire ride. Here we're going to go under it. Morning, coming up on your left.
If I will.
So we're coming up to our first turning point. If you want to keep it relatively flat and stay on some double track, you take a left, and it'll eventually take you to the same place we're going to drop out with the route we're going to go. Instead of taking a left up here, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to climb up to that double track up top. It's a lot more fun to go this way, and I'll explain why once I'm up there. This climb is punchy. It'll get you breathing. So this brings us on to, taking my breath. Another little double track. That's some fun little cutouts. There's a new one. So there are some bigger ones coming up. They're a lot of fun. This is one of them right here. Good little wall ride. A hard ride right into another one. This is a playful section. You can get creative with some of these. Kind of hop them. And that's it for a few. I'll bring you back shortly. So we just continued along that little double track fire road. Got a couple fun little cutouts coming. First one being really simple and easy. The second one's actually a bit more challenging. So I want to make sure you guys get to see it. So here's the fun little easy one. Little roller. Now we're gonna go climb that rock face. And this one's a bit more challenging. Just come into it with speed. Trust your bike. I'm gonna turn around so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, it's a cool little section. You get to kind of traverse up those rocks. It's actually easier than it looks. Just come out here and ride it. I suggest you try it. Alright, I'll bring you back when we get to some single track. So this peak to our left here is Mount Bernardo. That's the one I was talking about earlier that, despite my better judgment, I'm going to climb. So that'll be fun. It sucks to climb, it's steep. It's fun coming down though. So coming up here on the left, there is a little single track cutout. It's a quick descent. You can see it straight ahead right here. It's very rutted and washed out. Very technical, and it is fun. But I usually skip it just because I feel like doing it. Unless you're going to climb right back up it, you miss a lot of the funner stuff that Lake Hodges has to offer, because it drops you into that other double track that I said you could take if you didn't go straight up. So there it is. If you're going to do it, do yourself a favor and just climb right back up it. It's if you've never done it, it's worth doing, but it's not one of those where I'm like, yeah, I need to hit that. So I'll let the choice be yours. If you're getting close to that other single track section, I'll bring you back. Alright, so coming up on some single track. We're going to drop into the left up here and head through these trees. So when I was saying that Hodges is kind of a choose your own adventure place, this is what I was talking about. Wow, that's really overgrown. You should be able to drop in right here. Looks like the main line is this now. This used to be the alt line. I'm still going to go down further left because I like that more technical stuff. So this is going to snake down. There's a skinny little bridge at the bottom. It comes up quick right after downhill, so it's good to be aware of it. Then we go right into a punchy climb. So I turn around here, drop my post, get ready to go. Man, bummed that bush is there. Cut out my favorite line. You know, maybe I'll just go anyways. Probably be fine, right? No, it won't. What? Oh, fallen tree. Okay, it's been a while since I've been here. That's a bummer. I guess we have to go this way. Wow. Man, that's for real. So, a couple surprises today. See what else comes up. Here's that downhill I was talking about. Right into a little bridge. And there is water under it, so very stagnant water. Just won't worry if you fall. You're gonna pay a little bit. But it's pretty wide, it's very easy to do. Okay, here's that punchy little climb. Pretty techy, pretty rocky. You'll see. Just make sure you're ready for it, be in the proper gear. Okay, so here is where you have to make a decision. You can either turn left and get some fun downhill, or turn right and get some climbing in. We're gonna go right. Usually I go right either way, because there are a few fun sections that way, but I don't always go to the top. So I'm going to today. So here we go. We chose climbing. Yay. I'll bring you back when it gets fun. Okay. I'm climbing for a minute. We're about to the fun part. Also, there's a huge sinkhole right here. When you're coming down this, remember that thing's there. Because I've almost shot into it off of this section, which is very fun and very fast. And potentially treacherous if you're not ready for that sinkhole. So, first time down this, I would take it easy, just so you know when that sinkhole is coming. We're going to get a quick downhill reprieve here into some technical climbing. I'm going to video this climb so you can see it. It's tough. I probably make it half the time. It's a mix of power, balance, and it's a very technical climb. So if you want a challenge, this is it right here. It's about the biggest challenge Hodges will give you. But first we have a fun downhill. As you can see, it's very washed out. Line choice is important into our climbing. So that's a tight turn into a steep climb. Another one right here. Okay. So far we're good. Here comes the most challenging one. Another tight turn into a very steep climb. Here we go. Ooh, almost lost my back end. Nailed it. All right. Bernardo Mountain Summit Trail. Here we go. So, there's no turnoffs here. This is a steep, techie climb. I'm going to turn the camera off while I hit it. And you'll see it all coming back down. So, there are some hike bike sections. I have not made this thing yet. I don't know if I ever will. There's one section that's just, I don't see how it's doable. I'll turn the camera back on when I get there. See you soon. This is what I just came up. I had to stop. Didn't quite make it. About 3/4 of the way up now. And we're coming up on the section I was talking about earlier, where I don't even know how it's makeable. This especially after having hit this section first. So just wanted to give it to you on video real quick. So when you get here, you can see, oh, I am supposed to go this way. Just by looking at it and saying, I don't think that's possible. Here it is. If you can climb this thing on a mountain bike, kudos to you. You're an impressive human being. I cannot. But man, it's fun to come down, so I'm gonna hike this section, finish out the climb, I'll bring you back at the top. So I'm at the summit of Bernardo Mountain, and as you can see, it's a pretty nice view of the lake down there and some of the other peaks in this area. So while I'm in the moment, I'm gonna complain while you have these beautiful views. That climb sucks. I haven't done it for a while. I forgot how much I hate it. So unless you were some sort of climbing masochist, I don't know if I'd recommend it. The downhill's fun. It's not that fun. I don't know if it's worth that climb. So it's loose, it's fast, it's rocky. It's one of those kind of feeling half in control, half out of control downhills. And I'd call it, the black diamond area of Mount Bernardo, of Lake Hodges. It's really the only one. So for you beginner intermediate riders, probably don't do this section. For you more advanced riders, if you want to challenge yourself, give this thing a go. Make your own opinion, but that's mine. I'm gonna get my breath and then I'll bring in the downhill. Okay, so one thing to be wary of on this trail, this descent specifically, there are hikers. As I said earlier, I'm not going to turn on my bell because I don't want to drive the viewers crazy, but I will be very wary of it when I'm going down. So I may not go full bore just because I do want to be able to slow down if some hikers come up. I don't quite have my breath all the way back either. That climb's terrible. So one thing I did not mention, if this is the purpose of your ride, knee pads are not a bad idea. The rest of this ride, you do not need them. But if you're coming out here for Bernardo, and you're prone to falling, this is a super loose and rocky section. Knee pads are probably recommended. I've actually seen a couple kids out here hitting this section on downhill bikes, which I know it's hard to see how steep this is in the video, but it's steep. But man, I can't imagine pushing that bike up here. That would suck. All right, coming up on that super techie section that I had to hike earlier. First, a quick climb. Ooh, was not quite ready. Oh, I made it nonetheless. Okay, so here we go. Here's that techie downhill. Big rock roll at the start. And this section's super steep. So this section's really rutted right here. hear the rocks banging off my bike. Quick look at the view. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it with the glare. Here we go. Ooh, new sinkhole. Whew. And that's most of the downhill. We have a little bit left. So now we're into a section that kind of traverses, but we still can carry some speed. But you may have to pedal a little bit right here. But it's a cool little section. This kind of goes through the little chaparral there. Okay, going downhill again. Here we go. Not nearly as technical as it was before, but still there. Morning. This is going to drop us right into where I was talking about the technical climbs earlier. As I said then, a lot of times I'll turn around right there. So right at this Bernardo mountain summit sign, I'll turn around right here and just ride this section because it really is fun. So this is a section where line choice matters. Excuse me. This is a section where line choice matters a lot. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a very washed out situation. And then be prepared to climb. Now, this is a fun climb. I just kind of go up the edge here, go around this little wash. There we go. Okay. Now right here's the descent into that sinkhole I was talking about that you need to be wary of, because it comes up fast. Yep, there she is. And then more fun descent. Once again, be wary of hikers. This is what I climbed up earlier when the camera was off. So now you can get a look at it. It's not nearly as steep as the top of Bernardo. This is something that, if you're a relatively decent climber, you'll clean it every time. And now we're into some, pedally descent. Still primarily going down, but we will be pedaling. I got some arm pump, some hand pump on that. It's rare for me. So it just shows you how rocky and gnarly that section is. And I did just do it on the hardtail. Probably didn't help. Another sinkhole right here. Just be aware of. It's another one that kind of comes up fast. Those are the only two that we're gonna need to worry about on this ride. Oh, we got some hikers up ahead. Morning. Thank you. Oh, so many beautiful dogs. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, pups. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Going down. So right here is where we came up earlier. If you were to take a left instead of going up, here's where you would be starting. This is another fun descent, semi-technical, rocky, but still very fun. Wall ride. Does have a couple little climbs in it too. So when you're going that, don't be in your highest gear. Be prepared to punch out this climb and do another downhill, followed by another climb. Got some hikers coming up, so I'm gonna give them a second so I don't scare the bejesus out of them. So while I'm giving these guys a second, as I noted before, I'm gonna just keep hammering home. There are a lot of hikers on this trail. Be prepared to share it. Don't be aggro. If you have a bell, use it, all that stuff. And then everybody's day will be a lot better. All right, here we go. Morning, guys. Morning. Ooh, almost lost my back wheel there. That would have hurt. Roadrunner. Got some tight switchbacks coming up. This one being the tightest. Oh, I had to dab. Alright, so right here, if we were to, instead of go up, hit that like I did at the beginning of the ride and take a left, this is where we would be coming up. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute. We got some double track fire road stuff. I'm bringing it back on single track.